Hey guys, it's Gameface here, and welcome back to episode 33 of my Manchester City Career. Now in today's episode, we're going to be getting through hopefully 5 more fixtures in today's episode. First of which against Norwich, which we will be simming, and then we'll be getting onto some other games in the next few days and weeks ahead. So Tottenham in a week's time, then we've got just 2 days between that game and the Liverpool match afterwards, and then 4 days until the Crystal Palace game, and then we'll hopefully just about get into the January transfer window this episode as well, up to the Villa game, which I think will be next episode, although we might actually have enough time to get into that fixture. We might have time to play it, in fact, because if we do 5 fixtures, then we'll play 4 of them, so I think we will just about have enough time to fit in the Aston Villa game in today's episode as well. Hopefully you guys quite like the fast-paced sort of nature of these episodes a little bit, which I started in the last episode. Hopefully you guys prefer them to the usual style where I talk a lot more. Before we get into today's episode, if we could try and hit 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It'd be absolutely fantastic. Really do appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers. It's fantastic to see. Slowly getting towards 11,500 subscribers now. We're going to get on with this game against Norwich. This is the side I'm going to go with. We'll sim the game, so it's quite a strong team as well, because obviously the next match is in a week's time against Tottenham. Edison, Semedo, Company, Bonucci, Mendy, De Bruyne, Sol, Silva, Leroy Sané, Sanchez and Sergio Aguero all starting this game. Let's go on with simming the match and hopefully get ourselves 3 points if we can here. Currently 2 points in front of Chelsea, who are also just about keeping up with us at the moment, so we've got to try and extend that lead if we can, and we'll wait and see where we come out after this game against Norwich. Based on the team that we've picked, we should go on to win this game very comfortably. We'll skip it, and we've won the game 3-0. Leroy Sané scores 2, Sergio Aguero scores 1, and I think we actually had a missed penalty in there somewhere. I don't know what team that was for though. Okay, player drills this week. We've got plenty of potential growth here. Let's wait and see exactly what happens this week. Hopefully have a little bit of change. We have done in loads of the stats, but no change just yet in overall. Carter's very close to 66 overall though. His potential is 91 to 94, Carter. He's going to look really, really good when he joins us eventually. 15 years old still. Risk of losing 3 players. Now, we've currently got 3 players that are running out of contract at the moment. We're approaching the January transfer window, so we've got to potentially think about sorting them out. Yaya Toure, this will be his final contract. He'll leave at the end of the season. Fernandinho, I think, will be the exact same thing, although I've yet to fully decide on him, because he has done all right in terms of game performance. Kolarov will be leaving as well. He's left in real life, or leaving at the moment to Roma, I think, in real life, so he will also leave at the end of the season. Yaya Toure, I can't see staying at the club beyond this season, but again, things can change. We might offer him a contract at some point, providing that he doesn't sign a pre-contract agreement during January. Contract offered to Isaac Harrison, one of our players in the academy. He now joins our senior team, and I'll show you in a second. Again, fantastic potential. It's something like 91 to 94 again. This is the new kid that's just joined the senior setup. His stats already look pretty decent for a 16-year-old. 5-star weak foot and 3-star skill moves as well, English and left-footed. So look forward to hopefully trying to grow him up further down the line. Okay, so on to the game now against Tottenham that we have in the league. This is the side I'm going to go with. Edison starts in goal, Kyle Walker right back, Company, Bonucci and Bertrand in defence. In front of that, in midfield, De Bruyne, Sol and Silva. Raheem Sterling starts on the right-hand side, Sanchez on the left-hand side, with Sergio Aguero starting up front. This is the bench we've gone with Stones, Semedo, Gundogan, Yaya Toure, Leroy Sané, Roberts and Jesus all on there. Of course, many of those players will end up playing in 2 days' time against Liverpool in the league as well. 2 very tough games back-to-back is obviously difficult to cope with. That's why we have such a huge squad, although we do need to try and get rid of quite a lot of players in January. Let's crack on with the game and see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves 3 points. Go on then, here we go. Up against the team which I've just recently left playing in career mode with. For those who don't know, we will actually be starting, I should mention this, we will be starting the next career mode, I think next weekend. The reason why it's going to take a little bit longer is because I want to start on a weekend. I always launch new career modes on weekends. It's just when most people at my channel, so it makes most sense. So it'll be starting next weekend, and it'll be Ajax, judging by the voting, which we've already had. Early chance for Tottenham, and it's a good save by Edison. Kyle Walker going to look for a ball into Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne's in there and he smashes it home. Straight onto his head. Brilliant delivery from Kyle Walker on the overlap. He gets an assist against his former club, but Kevin De Bruyne with yet again another goal. Fantastic run into the middle. We don't have much height in there, so we've got to rely on players like Kevin De Bruyne, who are slightly taller than the rest of them in the attack, getting into the box. He's beaten his man to it, and he's scored an opening goal. Really good start to this game, and we are only a few minutes in, 12 minutes in now. Oh, Bernardo Silva waiting for the run there of Sol. Sol's going to hold it up for Sanchez to shoot. Sanchez! Oh, smashes it. Good save by the goalkeeper. Sterling now going to play it back into the box, keep the attack alive. Sanchez is still in there. This time going to shoot again and puts it wide this time round. Silva onto Sanchez. Sanchez back to space to run into behind Coleman now. Still going here. Alexis Sanchez maybe to finish this one off. Oh, strikes on his left foot and it hits the post, but he gets the rebound there. Sergio Aguero scores the second. Very, very lucky with the way it falls to us, but it's fantastic and fully deserved. have been very much in control of this game so far. A couple of minutes before half-time, we've gone 2-0 up. Sanchez makes a great run, just slowed down for a second there to get the shot away, and sadly couldn't quite get it on target first time, but second time's enough to get the second goal, and it's Sergio Aguero that scores this time. It's 2-0. Half-time, winning the game 2-0, really strong first half from us. Hopefully it can continue in the second half, and we'll see how we get on. Free kick opportunity here. We scored one, I think it was last episode with Kevin De Bruyne. This is obviously a very different situation, very different angle, where we've got to get it over the wall. We've done it again! Wait, has it gone in? I think it has. I'm not used to scoring free kicks, so I don't exactly know what it looks like, but it's gone in again. That's another free kick that was scored with Kevin De Bruyne. This time up and over the wall. Gets the trajectory perfect. But I don't think there's any wall jump at all, which certainly helps. It was obviously going to be blocked if they jumped, but it's now 3-0. Kevin De Bruyne gets the second of the game, and I've no idea how it's found the back of the net, but it's another free kick that was scored. Incredible stuff. 3-0. Sanchez cuts inside, maybe a chance for another one here. Falls to Sol to hit it. Sol! Oh, good save. Sterling will try and follow up, and it's saved again. Let's make some changes. First two changes, Roberts and Yaya Toure to come on. We'll take off De Bruyne and Sergio Aguero, give those guys a rest. Sanchez will go play up front now. Bernardo Silva will look to Patrick Roberts, the substitute. He's running through here. He's got past Coleman. Still going alone. Roberts to shoot. Oh, couldn't quite get it across the goalkeeper enough. Saved by Vaughan. Decent strike on him, just the direction wasn't quite there. Final change, Gundogan to come on. Sol will come off. He's again getting very tired, so 15 minutes left of this game. Gundogan through to Patrick Roberts, another fantastic run for the youngster. He's going again, can he get it across the goal? Too much this time, it's out for a throw-in. That's it, we've won the game 3-0, really good result for us, fantastic 3 points to get, some really good performances as well in there. Patrick Roberts again looking fantastic for the 30 minutes he played. And we'll certainly get some more game time shortly. He just seems very influential on the pitch. He's getting involved and doing a lot of good stuff, so very happy with that. 3 points against a tough Tottenham team. Player drills again this week. Hopefully we should see the goalkeeper go up this week to 66 overall. He does as well, as we'd expect. Other stats of the other players again flying up another week, so fantastic news. Lewis close to 64. Carter though, 66 overall, 15 years old and still in the youth academy. He's going to have a really good future if we continue this career for another season or two. Chelsea still 2 points behind us. They're keeping up with us despite our wins there, which is good to see. Again, keeps it fairly competitive. Third place, 7 points behind us now. We just spoke about Lewis and he's not happy throughout the club. I can't believe that. He's played 3 games and he's not been with us that long. 63 overall. Don't really know what more he expects to play, to be honest. Have you seen the players we got? Okay, this is I'm going to go with for this next match against Liverpool. Edison starts in goal, Semedo at right back, Stones, Mangala and Mendy in defence, Fernandinho, Gundogan and Zinchenko in midfield, Roberts on the right hand side, Leroy Sané on the left hand side, Gabriel Jesus starts up front. Not a bad team to have considering the fact that this is a heavily changed side, having played just 2 days ago. This is the bench we've gone with as well. Hernandez, Ferreira, Luis Diaz, Moreno, Ferreira and Kevin De Bruyne. No out and out striker there, but I think we're fine with the options that we have. And I have to admit, this is the only career mode where I'm actually happy to have quite a few games in a row because we've got such a huge squad. It gives you an opportunity to play with different players, which is obviously good news for us to try out other players. Let's crack on with the game. Hopefully get 3 points yet again. This is a game on Christmas Day, which is not so realistic. Okay, then here we go at the Etihad for this match against Liverpool. I'm expecting a tough game here. Liverpool, a great side, and obviously have a lot of talented players. I don't know exactly what their team will be like for this game. They might have played recently themselves, so they could have changed it heavily. Let's wait and find out. Leroy Sané, great gap to run through here if he can get past Klein. Catches up well, but still goes. Leroy Sané to shoot. Saved, and Zinchenko's there, but will be beaten to it. Patrick Roberts, ball through there to Gabriel Jesus. He's got an opportunity here if he can beat Klein. He's managed to open them up. Gabriel Jesus, go on. Yes, he slots it home past the goalkeeper. It's 1-0. We've started off this game very brightly. So have both teams, to be honest, end-to-end start to this game. Very attacking from both sides. And both sides not doing great defensively. Just opening up for our attackers here against Liverpool. And ultimately was able to get through and put it past the goalkeeper. 1-0. It's half-time, still winning the game 1-0. Not loads of chances towards the back end of that first half. Despite being such a lively start to the game, it does still remain 1-0. And we have got ourselves just about in front here. Hopefully the game's not going to die out too much. I didn't really see too much chance creation going on towards the end of the first half, but hopefully things step up again during the second half. Gabriel Jesus over to Patrick Roberts. Can he make the most of the space he's been given? He's going to shoot on his right foot. Oh, blasts over the bar. Of course, not his stronger foot for Patrick Roberts. Still expected it on target from there, really. It's a good opportunity, sadly over the bar. All 3 changes now. Diaz, Ferreira and Lewis all to go on midfield. Gundogan, Fernandinho and Zinchenko all to come off. They're very, very tired, those players, so change the whole midfield. Ferreira's going to play as a holder midfield alongside Lewis. We've won the game 1-0. Very, very happy with that result. And I guess there's another 3 points here against Liverpool. One of those sort of games where On another day, you probably expect quite a few goals in the match from both teams, but in the end, towards the end of the second half, we'd never really looked like conceding. I wasn't under any threat, really, of conceding any goals here. Liverpool just with one shot throughout the whole game. So it was a pretty good performance from us, to say the least. Only a one goal, but of course, sometimes you don't score all the goals. The 3 points is the main thing, of course, that we've not gone away and dropped points here. Now, 5 points in front of Chelsea, who clearly must have lost their last game to Man United. A couple of youth players want to be out here, but the issue is I can't release any players to get them in, so at the moment they're kind of just stuck in the youth academy. If we can get into January without them leaving, then we might be able to sell some players and bring them in, but I don't know if they'll hold on that long. More players. Ollie Evans, another player that wants to leave as well. Okay, this is I'm going to go with for the next game against Crystal Palace in the league. Just a few days now before we get into the January transfer window. Ederson will start in goal, Kyle Walker at right back, Company, Benucci and Bertrand in defence as well. Kevin De Bruyne and Harrison are players asked to start. This is a player that we signed for the youth academy this episode. He asked to play, so we're going to play him at centre mid alongside De Bruyne. Silva in front of them and Sterling on the right hand side, Sanchez on the left and Aguero as ever up front. This is eventually gone with Ferreira, Sol, Luis, Diaz, Moreno, it's Leroy Sané and Ferreira. Again, no out-and-out striker, but there's players on there that can play there if we need to. And yeah, let's see how we get on. Hopefully get ourselves another 3 points. Okay, here we go. At Selhurst Park for this game against Crystal Palace. It's one of those sort of games where you expect us to win the match. But we saw last episode when we lost to Borough at the end of the episode that anything can happen. Teams can come here and they can play well. So it could happen again in this game. We'll wait and find out. It's usually against the lesser sides as well, if you want to call Crystal Palace that we can struggle sometimes. Sanchez. Oh, what a hit. What a save from the goalkeeper. Great chance here for Harrison to hit this one. He shoots. Oh, he scores on his debut. He's only been at the club for a week or two and he's got himself a hell of a strike there. What a finish from Harrison. And it's the youngster, I think he's 16 years old though, with a hell of a strike on his left foot. What a hit into the top right-hand corner. There's no stopping that. He opens the scoring 19 minutes into this game. It's come from a little corner which came from another great strike a second ago. This time, though, it's flown in the top corner. No stopping that. What a strike from the youngster. It's 1-0. What a debut. De Bruyne, can he get a long-range run as well? Again, very, very close. What a ball in. Still has it. Oh, it's 1-1. It's a really good finish there. We couldn't deal with the ball in, and McCarthy's got Crystal Palace an equaliser here. It's 1-1, 30 minutes into this game, and certainly going to be a bit more of a challenge, I think, than simply us going on to win this match. Good delivery in, headed the initial one. De Bruyne puts on a plate for him to finish off, though. It's half-time, and we're currently drawing the game 1-1. So far, a really interesting game, actually. A very competitive game, both teams going for it. Crystal Palace look a threat when they attack. And they just haven't attacked that many times, but still it's looking a bit of a challenging match. We will actually make one change at half-time. Harrison's going to come off. Seems a little bit strange. I know he got the goal, but he's getting a bit tired. I think it's fair just to give him a rest and allow Sol some more game time. Tempted to bring Lewis on, but I think Sol deserves a bit more time than he's getting at the moment. Oh, what a chance. Oh, could have been 2-1. What a ball. What a ball to Sterling. And he's off if he can get going here. Sterling going to play it across to Sergio Aguero. Aguero! And he scores. It's past the goalkeeper. It's 2-1. What a pass that is. Straight from defence into attack. Aguero gets himself a goal. Okay, not the cleanest finish, but it's on his left foot, so that's to be expected. Really good ball in into Raheem Sterling. Takes it down well. Gets past Van Aanholt and smashes it past the goalkeeper. No stopping it. It's 2-1. And we're back in the lead now. Fantastic stuff. Okay, final two changes. As I usually do, I'm going to take off Sergio Aguero and also take off Silva as well this time. Diaz and Ferreira to come on. Alexis Sanchez is going to play up front for now. And we'll see how that goes until the end of the game. Go on, Sterling. Off he goes again. Sterling's to go for a cross this time. Aguero's in the middle, wins it. Oh, he's found the back of the net. Sergio Aguero scores. He hasn't quite gone off the pitch yet. He will do after he's finished celebrating, though. It's 3-1 now. Aguero gets 2 goals in a matter of minutes. Brilliant delivery in. Doesn't often win many headers, but he's managed to beat Scott Dan to the ball, I think, there. And, of course, wasn't able to get to it. And Sergio Aguero does. It's 3-1 now and giving ourselves a 2-goal lead in front of Palace. We should, from this position, go on to win this game. The changes have now been made, and let's see how he gets on for the final 18 minutes. Diaz through to Sanchez. Great chance for Sanchez to shoot from this angle just over the bar. Hits it really well, though, considering the angle he was at. That's it. We've managed to win the game 3-1. Another 3 points for us in today's episode. Really happy with the performance, the way that we fought back from us to 1-1. And, yes, strangely enough, Crystal Palace actually put in a better performance than the teams that we've currently played in today's episode. And it always seems to be the case with the lesser sides. They put on a really good show and really go all out for it. And they cause us issues at times. On another day, we might well have drawn that game. But we have come out on top, found the better finishers, and that means that we have managed to get ourselves another 3-pointer. Crystal Palace downing some decent shots compared to the teams we've had. Another player wants out of the youth academy as well. We've got to try and get to January now and just get rid of some players as soon as possible because we've got a lot of good youth academy players that want to leave, and we can't allow that sort of talent to leave, ideally. Harrison, thanks to me for playing him, of course. He scored a goal as well in the 45 minutes that he played. And now I think we might be able to get into the January transfer window once we do some player development. Let's see how we get on this week. Try and get some players going up. Hill doesn't look like he'll go up this week, so I might take him out. Yes, we'll take him out. We'll bring in Ferreira, the left back. He hasn't been trained for a few weeks now. He'll try and improve his passing this week. Let's find out how he gets on. Hopefully see a bit of growth and hopefully get a couple of overall changes maybe. Yeah, Lewis goes up to 64 overall this week. The rest of the players just going up on all the stats. Lewis doing a really good job actually on those drills. Still finding his feet a little bit on them. Maybe trying to improve his passing at some point rather than more of his defensive side of his game. But now into the January transfer window, we'll hopefully, like I say, put in some bids very, very quickly. We'll also, I think, try and sell some players as well. So maybe we won't play this game against Villa. We might just put in some transfer offers to sign some players. Training injury, we've got Vincent Kompany out for 5 weeks. That's not a good start to the January transfer window. Broken metatarsal. So, yeah, we're going to have to try and deal with that. Again, though, as I will always say when we have injuries, we're very, very lucky to have so many players in the squad. So it's never a huge issue. But, of course, you want your best players. And Kompany is one of our best players. So disappointing, obviously, in that sense. Only downside at the moment is I can't actually put in any transfer offers because my squad is currently full. So got to try and get rid of some players. I don't think I can still get rid of any players by releasing them from the contract. No, too many released so far. I'll show you the players that I've transfer listed though. There's quite a few of them. Semeno is one of them. I think we're going to try and sign Danilo just to keep things realistic. Seems like he's pretty much joined Man City now. Fernandinho, I think, is a player that I'm willing to let go. Doesn't necessarily mean he will go, but of course, contract runs out at the end of the season. So if we can get a bit of money for him, then we will. Nasri, a player I'm not going to use. Yaya Torre, Kolarov, Bravo, Bonney, Hernandez, a player I've not used since signing. Jose Donaya, Zuglini, Patching, who I don't plan to use particularly. And there's a few players that may or may not go out on loan. I've just loaned some of them. Just because they're on loan doesn't necessarily mean I will let them go. We'll just wait and see again what sort of offers come in. But this youngster already, £4.8 million is how much he's worth. He's going to be really good for us eventually. And there could well be more players that will leave. Just because they've not been listed again doesn't mean I'm willing to listen to offers or not. So yeah, we might see how we get on with that. Mangala originally was listed, but actually has been taken off the transfer list now. Just so I can keep him at the club and potentially use him. Okay, so just before this game against Aston Villa, which we won't be playing, we do have a transfer offer in before we get anywhere into the transfer window, or very far into the window anyway. We've received a bid for Edison. It's from Eibar, a team I'm pretty sure put in a bid before of a ridiculous amount of money, despite them not actually usually having much money. £37 million, and he's worth 29.5. Well, first of all, we've got no interest in getting rid of him, so rejecting all offers, and he's worth much more than that as well. So I think that'll be everything for today's episode. I'm keen to hear what you guys, the players you'd like me to try and sign. The aim for this transfer window, the two players I'm aiming to sign, is going to be Danilo at right back, and I'm also going to be looking at trying to bring in potentially Karetska as well at centre mid. That'll mean that Sol might well leave. Also, players like Yaya Torre and Fernandinho, got to look for replacements for them, so Sanchez might be a player that comes in as well. There's some other different midfielders that we have as well, a few different options all over the pitch. Helevic, another player I'm interested in as well. But again, I'm interested to hear your guys' thoughts on the players I should try and sign this transfer window. Leave them in the comments section below, and I'll try and bring in some of them. Of course, I can't bring in everybody, but I do appreciate the suggestions. That is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try 100 likes, I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well. It'll be absolutely fantastic. And thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.